afternoon. Can I get your resume? Your name?
Tejashvi, ma'am.
Okay, Tejashvi, how are you?
Fine, ma'am. What about you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Tejashvi, introduce yourself.
First of all, thanks for giving this opportunity, ma'am. My name is Tejashvi Madhireddy. I am born and brought up in Nujvedu. Currently, I am staying in Hyderabad and I am learning mainframe technology in NewZen Infotech solutions. Coming to my education details, I completed my bachelor's in Kakinada Institute of Engineering and Technology under the major stream of Computer Science and Engineering with aggregate percentage of 8.0 in the year of 2022. Coming to my intermediate details, I completed my intermediate in Vidyavikas Junior College at Eluru with aggregate percentage of 7.27 in the year of 2018. Coming to my SSC details, I completed my SSC in Geetanjali High School, Reddygudam with aggregate percentage of 8.0 in the year of 2016. Coming to my strengths, I'm a quick learner, self-motivated and easily adaptable. Coming to my weaknesses, I feel somewhat shy in when people are around us. Coming to my short-term goal to be placed in a good reputed company and long-term goal to be myself to be seen as an experienced candidate of 5 to 6 years.
Okay, what are your skills?
Uh, cobol, JCL, VSAM and DB2, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Tejashvi, explain file handling concept.
Yes, ma'am. File handling concepts are five types: file organization, file access modes, file open modes, file close modes, and file status codes. When coming to file organization, here we have three types of organization: sequential organization, indexed organization, and relative organization. When coming to PS and ESDS, we use sequential organization. When coming to key sequential dataset, means KSDS, we use indexed organization. When coming to RRDS, relative dataset, we use relative organization. When coming to access modes, here we have three types of access modes: sequential, random, and dynamic. Sequential is nothing but it will read the records line by line. Random, if we want to fetch any particular record at that time, we use this random access mode. When if we want to access block of records at that time, we use dynamic access mode. Coming to file open modes are output, input, IO mode, and extend mode. When coming to output, here we use write command, which is used to insert the data into records at the first time. Coming to input, to read the records and fetch the data. Coming to IO, if we want to update or delete or at that time we use this IO operation, IO open modes. Coming to extend mode, if we want to extend our data without truncating the previous data, at that time we use this extend mode. Coming to file close mode, we use close file with the file name. Coming to file status codes are from 0 to 99. Here 0 means our file will close it successfully. File status code is used to is successfully completed or not.
Okay. Okay, what is the difference between read and start?
um, read is nothing but if we want fetch the data at that time we use read command with the input mode. Coming to start is nothing but if we point out any record at particular time we use start.
Okay, what is the difference between static call and dynamic call?
Calls are nothing but if we want to perform any logics in our more than one program at that time we use this calls concept. Here in calls concept we have two types of calls: static call and dynamic call. In static call is nothing but here we use no dynam compiler. When coming to dynamic call, here we use dynam compiler. In static call we use only single load library to execute our programs. When coming to dynamic call, if we use more than one load library to execute our programs. If only similar changes will be there, means at that time we use this static call concept. If we have more number of changes at that time we use this dynamic call concept. In coming to static call, at compilation time only subprogram was invoked to the main programs. Dynamic call, here the subprogram is invoked to the main program at execution time only. When compared to static call and dynamic call, we can mostly prefer static call only.
Okay, Tejashvi, can you explain file access modes in COBOL?
File access modes are three types: sequential, random, and dynamic. Sequential is nothing but it will read the files line by line. Means sequential access mode is mainly used in flat files, and when coming to VSAM files, in ESDS file we use this sequential access mode. When coming to dynamic access mode is nothing but if we want to access block of records, at that time we use this dynamic access mode with the start and read para. Coming to random access mode, if we want to fetch any record particularly, means at that time we use this random access mode. It will directly read the record what we want, which one we want.
Okay, Tejasvi, what is the difference between copybook?
Copybook is nothing but a layout which was repeated in many number of programs. We can represent this data in a particular member in copylib. We can, if we want to use more than one time of the copybook, we can use this copybook with replacing. When coming to calls is nothing but if same logic is repeated in number of programs, at that time we use this calls concept.
Okay, Tejasvi, what is the difference between write and rewrite?
File open modes. File open modes are four types. Using output open mode, with the write command, we can insert the data into files at the first time. With by using IO open mode, write command is nothing but to insert the records in between the records. Coming to extend open mode, write command is used the data to the previous presented data in the records. Rewrite is nothing but if we want to update our records with newly records, at that time we use IO open mode with the read command and rewrite command.
Okay, Tejasvi, what is the difference between go back and stop run?
Uh, Go back is mainly we can use stop run in our main cobol main programs. Whenever the controller comes to the stop run, it will directly go to the operating system by closing all the batch modules and batch files. If we use a go back in our main program, whenever the controller comes to the go back, it will directly goes to the operating system without closing the batch modules and files and starts execution. Mainly we use go back in sub programs only, because whenever the controller comes to the go back, it will directly goes to the main program and starts execution of the remaining statements which was present in our main program.
Yeah, okay, Tejasvi, we will end with this round now, okay? And your answers are okay, good, but you have to improve more yourself, okay? So you have to be confident, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So we will conduct you this next round of interview, and you will get a call from our HR, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you.